The Democrats are taking credit for this. To hell with those 13 Republicans. Here's the problem. The Democrats could not have passed their infrastructure plan without these 13 Republicans. There are valid reasons, though I disagree with them. Policy-wise, there were valid reasons to support the infrastructure bill. As a matter of public policy, I can see why some moderate Republicans would support it. But there is no reason at all for any of these Republicans to have supported an infrastructure plan when Nancy Pelosi could not get the Democrats to vote for it. Why do you give the Democrats a win and a talking point 3 days after their loss in Virginia? Now, I've had some of these Republican congressmen reach out to me, and they've provided their reasons. This is support, bipartisan. It's a bipartisan bill. Republicans get a lot out of it. I don't care. You gave the Democrats a win. Joe Biden's chief of staff is on television on Sunday saying that the Democrats heard you, Virginia, and look what we've done. We've passed this. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your politics are. I don't care your partisan level. I don't care how hardcore of a partisan you are. As a matter of political strategy, when one party is shooting itself in the foot, for the other party to step forward and say, no, shoot me instead, you don't do that. But these 13 Republicans did that. Do you really think the Democrats would do it for them? Now, the only justification I can see for them helping the Democrats get this over the finish line when the Democrats were in disarray and couldn't do it themselves is that they have a side agreement privately that the moderates will kill the Build Back Better reconciliation plan. If they have an agreement with the moderates to oppose Build Back Better, then okay. But nobody's saying that's what they have. Nobody's saying that. So I have a hard time believing that the Democrats, the moderates, are going to kill Build Back Better. I don't see it. The progressives would have killed the bipartisan infrastructure bill, and the Democrats would have been in chaos. But the Republicans threw them a lifeline. And again, listen, I don't care what your partisan position is. But a party should not help another party when that party is in complete disarray. In Washington, it's just bad politics. You may like the underlying policy, but if your party can't herd the cats in a particular direction, why give them the lifeline? There's no reason to do that. And besides, this really is a garbage piece of major federal spending that we don't need right now when we've got inflation out there the way we have it. And yet, 13 Republicans did it. Now, bottom line here, Kevin McCarthy should punish them. He punished Liz Cheney. Marjorie Taylor Greene doesn't have any committee assignments in Washington. So what are the ramifications for these 13? Some of them aren't running again. There's nothing you can do. But what are the ramifications for the rest of them? Kevin McCarthy shouldn't be Speaker of the House. He never should have been, never should be. Republicans should block him from being. And this is another example of why.